Guys, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Judy Wavinya and karibuni sana sana sana. Yes, I am so happy that you're here today. Yeah, make sure you click on the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Let's keep growing. Yeah, karibuni sana. So in this episode, I'll be talking about raising an infant and a toddler. For those who don't know, I am a mother of two boys. One is my firstborn is 2 years, 9.5 months, and my secondborn is 10 months now. I thank God for them. I love them so much. And I want to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything about raising them. Like an infant and a toddler, they have different needs. They're just different. So that's what I'll be talking about today. So if you are interested in that kind of video, please like this video. Yeah, and let's get down to the video. So I'll take you back a little bit. So when I was pregnant, I used to prepare my firstborn, pole pole too, just telling him at to touch my belly, to kiss my baby, to say hi to his baby brother. So he was ready and he knew that there was a baby in my tummy, and like just hizo vitu zenye he could understand, because back then he was quite young. So just telling him every time we meet with a baby, like another woman with a baby, I used to tell him, unaona baby, like just to make him understand what that means. Like I show him, look at that baby, go say hi, kama hizo. And every morning I used to tell him to say hi to his baby brother, kiss his baby brother. So by the time my second born was born, the firstborn already knew that we were expecting something. We were expecting a new member of the family, and which I think really helped when the newborn came, because he used to like say that, oh, this is my baby brother. He used to say hi to him. He used to greet him. But after a while, I think when the baby was still new, he still thought that, uni mtoto wa wenyewe. After a while, the baby will go away. So when tukakaka, and now he started noticing, hey, kumbe this baby was not going anywhere. And he started becoming a bit rebellious and a bit like clingy. He wanted to spend more time with me. He wanted me not to hold the other baby. And it was a bit chaotic. It was when my second born was like 2 or 3 months hapo. I think that's when my firstborn alikuwa like, kwani ndugu huku unaenda? Why are you taking all the attention of my mother? And so that's when now I started being very, very intentional about spending time with my firstborn, because back then he is the one who could understand that mom hanishiki, mom hanipei food, mom anashinda na baby mwingine, and so on and so forth. So I started being very, very intentional about spending time with him. Every time like he calls me to go and play with him, I will give the small one to the nanny or even to his dad, just to go and spend time with my firstborn, because alianza to get very aware that mom is no longer, like mom's attention is no longer just mine. There is another little being who is not going anywhere. So now nikaanza even feeding him, because normally I don't breastfeed my kids directly. That's a story for another day. It's the ghetto, but thank God. I thank God for the grace, and also, this far. I mean, we've come this far. So, so I don't normally breastfeed the babies. So that is an advantage, especially when it comes to the big baby wanting to spend time with his mom, because the other baby can be fed anytime by someone else, and I'll have all the time to interact with the big one. So I remember a few weeks postpartum, my firstborn wanted me to go and play football with him. And if you've delivered, you know. It's not like you don't give birth today and then by next week you're ready to do all that, so much of no, it doesn't happen like that. So you take time to heal. So when my baby wants me to go and play football with him, it wasn't possible. And like I tried as much as possible to just drag myself to the ball, kick it. Like I had to make that effort and that sacrifice for him. Also sometimes like I had to sacrifice vitu kama even taking naps. Like I make my naps shorter because he'll come to my bedroom, knock, 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 calling mom, at oh, come play with me, at I want to be with you, I want to come inside the bedroom and sleep with you. And it's not possible because he'll not understand that he cannot make noise in the bedroom. He wants to come, jump on the bed and all that, which is not possible. So I had to sacrifice like some of those naps to just go out and spend time with him, or even go sleep on his bed with him. And like vitu kama hizo, you like, it sounds easy but sometimes it's not, because sometimes the small baby has not, for example, slept well through the night. You are there with them, and then during the day the big one now wants to spend time with you. So sometimes it's not easy, but we just have to pray for the grace of God. Something else now, as the big boy now, as the small boy now keeps growing, you realize that hata yeye sasa he starts understanding, like anaanza ku understand that, me too, I want to spend time with mom. Me too, I want to go out with mom, and so on and so forth. And so like I had to now start training them to interact. No, even before then, I remember when my second born was still small, I used to give the firstborn, namwambia akae chini vizuri somewhere on a seat, and then I place him, like namwekelea mtoi aka kadogo, namwambia amshike, kisuku kwa cheeks, like just to make them interact and know that they are brothers. Also, when, for example, when I'm feeding the baby, see, I've told you that I don't breastfeed. So when I'm holding the bottle, I tell the big boy to come hold the bottle and feed the baby. Like vitu kama hizo, to just make them interact in those small ways. I think that really helped a lot. Also, kulea, like raising the two boys, I think it has really helped me to be on toes. Like I had to like always keep watching what the big boy is doing when they're interacting, how they are playing together. I remember there is a time when the baby was still small. Is a time my firstborn gave him water. I think he was weeks old. He wasn't even a month. Nilishtukia tu the baby is screaming and like anafanya he, kwenda kuna maji imemwagikia hivi. Kumbe the big one had given him water thinking ati pia yeye anaweza kunywa maji. He? So like inani keep on toes, always wanting to know, hey, what is the firstborn doing? Mbona amenyamaza hivyo? Where is the baby? Like things like that keep on toes, which I think is a good thing. If you're lazy, or if you don't like being like on toes all the time, hey, raising an infant and a toddler is not your thing. But ukijikuta, you have to be like karada. Something else that has really helped me in this journey is that you like support system is very, very important. Just having huyo nanny, and even my husband was really helping a lot. Yeah, even at night, kuamka hiyo usiku, sometimes the baby anaamka and he doesn't want to go back to sleep, and yet you are sleepy, and the firstborn also wants you to spend time with him during the day. Like, so hiyo kukuwa na support and having people that can hold the baby for you, having people that can also spend time with the firstborn. I remember when my secondborn was still very small, anyone that could keep my firstborn busy and engaged, I really used to appreciate. Like, just taking a walk with him, going out with him, just engaging anyone that could engage my firstborn, or even playing with him, like keep busy. Especially, I really thank God for my sister, for my small sister, the one that was in the other episode. She really used to come through because anajua kuengage mtoto, anajua kumchezesha, so I didn't have that pressure sometimes kuizenio burden ya ananitaka all the time because he's jealous of his brother. Yeah, so your support system, it is very, very, very important. Something else is that sometimes the hormones can really get like overtake you. So I remember when my just after a few weeks after delivery, now when my son started realizing that the small man is not going anywhere, like ungepata, I don't know whether it was a coincidence ama it was like ama ilikuwa intentional ama ilikuwa tu ina happen, but you would find that sometimes you see the way babies can really disturb na kulala. Then just when you have put the baby to sleep, like mtoi amelala tu sahi, that's when my firstborn will start crying like ile mbaya. Then now hasira, like I start getting really, really upset. So sometimes ningejikuta tu nimemchapa. Hey, may the Lord forgive me. But once I realized that it was really getting like nilikuwa nimeanza kushikwa na makasiriko vibaya. So I just asked God to help me and give me the grace and peace. Because sengine atalia, then umesumbuana na mtoi for 1 hour just to put them to sleep. Then now the big one anaanza kulia, now the baby wakes up. Like I really used to get mad at that. So vitu zingine you just have to ask God to help you and na kupatie grace cause it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So akupatie tu grace na pia akupatie wisdom on how to handle your commotion ya huyu unaona huyu ni kama anakufanyia vitu intentionally, because at the end of the day you have to remember that even your firstborn is still a baby, kama umefuatanisha kama mimi. So he's still a baby, he still does vitu za utoto, so don't expect him to grow just saa aanze kubehave like a big boy, an 8-year-old, and yet he's still 2 years or 3 years. He's still a baby. So mpatie hiyo grace ya he's still a baby. Also, I remember when I delivered, nilifika home, I started seeing the big, like my firstborn kama a big, like I don't know whether it's just me or what, but I started seeing my firstborn kama a big baby, hata haezi bebeka. Like, I don't know. When I was pregnant, I used to carry him comfortably, even putting him to bed. But after delivery, nilianza kuona akikaa mtoto mwingine mwenye simjui. He's too big, siwezi mbeba, he's too heavy. So I don't know whether ni vile nilianza kuzoea the small one ama ni what, but where I started feeling like he's too big, like he should be behaving like a 13-year-old. Even his body nilianza tu kuona kikaa kakubwa. So it took me a while to adjust and like to come back kuona he's still a baby. So that is something that I wasn't prepared for. That even physically nilianza kuona kikaa a big boy, nilianza kuona siwezi mhandle. So yeah, I think something else is that like right now, just watching them interacting and playing together, it's so like, I don't know, I can't even explain the feeling, but it's so amazing just watching them like growing together. Like the second born now anajua the first born, he knows that they are related. He still can't understand him maneno ya brother sisters sijui nini, but he knows that this guy anakuanga huku, and every time like it's so like it melts my heart when, for example, my firstborn is outside and he walks into the house, and then my second born anamuona and then anaanza to get excited. Like it's so amazing because I know that they'll grow with that relationship. Like that is a bond that can never, like, it's a bond that they are creating now, and it can never be broken. I don't know, but it really, it melts my heart for sure. And also, I thank God that I got them wakiwa wamefuatana hivyo, because there are games, kuna games zingine that they play together, and I know for sure if I gave back to the second born when the first born was already like 5 years or huko mbele kidogo, kuna games hazingechezwa cause hangekuwa anataka hizo games za utoto. But right now utaona like there's another day my first born alikuwa anasukuma a certain thing we have in the house, and then anaambia the second born ati come nikubebe na gari twende church. So anataka akalia hapo nyuma, and then they go together, and or even sitting on the couch kwa armrest, and then anamwambia ati kuja nikubebe na motorbike. Like games kama hizo, you can be sure if my first born was 6 years old or 7 or 10, games kama hizo hazingechezwa. And so I thank God that I got them wakiwa wamefuatana hivi. Also, the games, don't be deceived that by these stories that they are always playing together in peace. The peace only lasts for like 2 minutes, but yeah, I thank God for the gap, because I know when they grow up they'll be best of friends. Yeah, they'll be best of friends. And also, fighting over toys. Fighting over toys is a real thing, guys. Right now, if I buy a blue car, hizo toys car, I have to buy 2 blue cars, because if I bring them to the house ati nimepea moja ya yellow mwingine ya sijui green, see they'll fight. Kila moja anataka ya yellow na ya green. So right now if I buy toys, I buy kama ni ya gray, ni za gray mbili. Kama ni ya yellow, ni za yellow mbili. It's not a joke. Hizo fights, they really fight for and especially the big one. Because the small one, bora amepewa kitu, he's okay. But the big one, there's no you'll give him a green thing and you give the other baby a yellow thing. No, you have to give him hata ya apewe ya yellow. So I buy in twos. Every toy squeezy we buy in twos. Well, guys, I think that's it. That's it for raising two babies, a toddler and an infant. I thank God for this far. I am really looking forward to how they'll be when they grow up, like the relationship that they will have when they grow up. Because I remember me growing up, I always wanted to space my kids na miaka mbili, like wako ameachana na 2 years, because that's how we are kwetu. Yeah, we are all born in July, first and foremost. Well, not all of us, but 3 of us are born in July, na tumeachana na 2 years. So, and the relationship that we have, it's really amazing. As much as maybe it's a bit of pressure when it's expensive. First of did I say it's expensive raising 2 babies? Like, kwanza wote wako hiyo age ya diaper. So you can imagine buying 2 diapers, like, it's not cheap. And I know it will not even be cheap hata wakienda shule. So it's not just about the diapers, but I know it's worth it, and I know that they'll have a great relationship when they grow up. And I know that the bond that they are creating right now, it's unbreakable. So that's one thing that I really thank God for. At least he heard my prayers, and my babies were on a gap, 2 years. So yeah, I think that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And yeah, share with your friends, anyone who you think may be interested in this kind of content. Please share with them. And yeah, share a comment down below if you can relate with this video. And see you in the next video. Bye bye.